Today, you're going to be trying to discover a couple things going on. So you're going to use Desmos. I'm going to use my calculator so I can show you me writing it down and the calculator graphing it. So when I type this in, 2 raised, it's that little button, to the x. So on your Desmos, it's you have to use Shift and the 6. That's where that little button is on there to raise it to an exponent. Okay? And then you're going to have to just put your cursor over the points to get the points. On this one, I have a table, so I'm going to use the table. So I know that -1 is 0.5, -1 is 0.5, 0 is 1, and 1 is 2, and 2 is 4, and 3 is 8. And I know that if I keep going up, see how it's getting smaller and smaller and smaller, it's getting closer and closer and closer to what number? It's actually 0. It's getting closer to 0, but it doesn't actually hit it. So it looks something like that. That's our little exponential we've been playing with lately. So we're going to be looking at why do some increase and some decrease. So you've got to make sure you're graphing these correctly. When you type this guy in, use the parentheses. Whenever I have parentheses, you use the parentheses, okay? You're looking for a pattern today. So I can plug in parentheses 1 divided by 2 raised to the x. And then after that, if I don't have the parentheses, it's not going to do it correctly, okay? So second table, and then I can graph this guy. Well, look how at -3, it's up here at 8. And then at -2, it's at 4. And then at -1, it's at 2. And then at 0, 0, it's back to 1. And then it's a half. Then it goes like this, okay? So now I have these two graphs. You're going to graph the rest of them. Okay, you have to graph them accurately and double check it. If you have one wrong, it's going to affect everything that you're looking at. So on the next part, after you have those, it's saying which graphs increase from left to right. So we always read from left to right. Left to right, it's increasing. This one is decreasing. And then you're just going to walk through all these and be able to answer the questions. You have to be thinking about it every time. You have to have all those graphs so you can find which graphs decrease and which graphs increase. Okay? So when you're looking for those, make sure you double check your graphs. Make sure they're correct. And b is greater than 1, you're looking at, oh yeah, when is that letter right there? When that number is bigger than 1, what happens? That's what you're looking for in all these guys. Okay? On the second page, it's just review for you. So once again, write the multiplier for an increase or decrease. This is a 25% increase, so that's 100% plus 25%, which is 125%, which as a multiplier is 1.25. You just divide that by 100. If it's a decrease by 18%, you go 100 minus 18, and you get 82, and then you divide it by 100, you get 0.82. Okay? So that's what this is talking about. Now you're going to write two equations. One of them is going to be increasing exponentially, or one is increasing linearly, and one is decreasing. Nope, they're both increasing, sorry. They're both increasing, gaining, and ways, and it's increasing. So they're both increasing. One's a line and one's not. One's linear, one's exponential. So make sure. Then you're going to graph both of them, find the point of intersection. All right? So if you have a graphing calculator, you're going to use trace. On your Desmos, you can zoom in and out and tap it to find the point of intersection. All right? Make sure you're reading it. Put in a good effort on that. All right. Good luck.